time to find out my reef tank test results 1 year later.
If you tell me I'll make it better, just tell me I'll make it right. If you tell me how to make it better, we'll get over it.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be finding out my ATI test lab results for my display tank behind me a year after I've done them before already. So I'm trying to compare the results of how my tank was at about a year old to how it is now at about 2.5 years old. If you guys are new here, hit that subscribe button and turn those notifications on. We got new fish videos every single week, and Skelly Fest Miami is next weekend, Saturday, September 24th. I hope to see you guys out there. I'll have a link in the description below so you guys can pick up your tickets. Come say what's up. It's been a while since I've done an ATI test. You know, the ones where you order it in, they give you test files, and you ship them out, and then they test the full workup on your water, and then give you the results. So you can see what trace elements you might be low in, or what's going on in the water column. So it's been over a year since I've done that, and I started noticing some things happening in my tank, and I figured, well, why not just do the test again and see if my suspicions are correct. There is one main reason that I wanted to send in my water for some testing. I always have, I usually check my alkalinity and calcium here on a semi-regular basis. I do have a magnesium test, but I don't really check it too much. But I just wanted to check everything else because I noticed something happening with my Monties, and this is not the first time that this has happened. Right over here and over here a little bit, they get like these flat white like spaces, I guess. I don't know. It's almost like it's bleaching out a little bit, and obviously it's not that it's the lighting because these have not been moved. This is where they stay. So you can see it better from afar here actually. You see how it's kind of like losing its color and whatnot. That was my first indication of what I wanted to check. This guy also has a bunch of shading going on, but I also think the same kind of issue is happening here with it. I remember you guys from the other video with the mushroom saying the white like might be iodine, so I'm thinking that might be it. One good thing though is like this is already 2 weeks. Today is actually supposed to be water change day, and look at the sign note that I have. This is it. Look, the conch. I don't know if it's the conch, my levels. Somebody is doing work. Look at this. Barely anything right here. A little bit right here. Center is doing so good. This is the one main spot right here. This little bit. And the back corner of that frag rack right there for some reason. I don't know why, but that is like so freaking good. If you guys have been here for a minute, you know that is like really good for my tank. Super good, and I'm pumped about it. I don't know, I think the conch is like going to work. I don't know what it is, but if that's it, I am super pumped, and that was one of the best moves that we made for this reef tank. I also picked up this Duncan because I noticed it was like too far leaned over, and look at the little dead guys that it had there. So those will kind of hopefully grow back pretty soon. The mushroom that we messed with did stay a little bit lower. I don't know. It got really pissed off and it just kind of moved lower. It hasn't gone up to here. It's pretty crazy that's kind of already getting better. That's some quick growth right there. Look at him work. Moving that little mouth. Hey, buddy. I'm so proud of you. Quincy's out on the prowl for some stuff right now. So anyway, I went on Amazon and ordered the ATI lab kit and collected some water samples. So the ATI test kit came in today, and it came in the mail like this. Comes with the vials, instructions, and a return label. That's why this one is clutch, because you just put it on and put it in the mail. So we have RO, and then we have 3 test vials for the salt water. First, I gotta go register this on ATI Labs, so I will be right back. Alright, so we are back. All my barcodes are into the system. I got my RO water here first to do the RO sample. Alright, I'm gonna need your hands. All 3 of these have to just be rinsed with salt water and then filled exactly like this one. Ta-da! Everyone is packed away in there. So we just close it up and send it out. See you later. Just got the email and we are ready to check out the results. First off, do you hear that? That is my super annoying frag tank. Guys, this thing is terrible in my room. So, remember that piece that I threw away? I probably should have kept it because it would have made that like water seeping back through the gap a little less annoying. And with the freaking evaporation, like I've been filling this thing more in like a week than I do in a month, my display tank. So like I want to get this covered ASAP, number one. Number two, yeah, I don't even have water at the moment to top this back off, so I just have to listen to this. Like, have you ever tried to fall asleep with a running faucet next to you? It's not good for your bladder. I gotta figure out some sort of cover here, some sort of like little... Listen to it. It's so annoying. It's so annoying. I unplugged it so you guys don't have to listen to it while I do this video. But first off, I just want to say I pulled up the video of when I did my ICP test for year one. And look at my tank. August 6, 2021. Look at the Sino. Look at that. We have come such a long way. Look at the tank in general. Like, nothing going on over here. Look at this rock. There's nothing. Look how bad that is. Wow. What a difference a year could make of just letting it do its thing, eh? I also had GSP, which actually never came back after that temp spike that I had. And look how tiny the Monties were in all of this. Wow. That's crazy. Look at how little that piece was compared to now. So cool. Oh, this was when I did the Monty giveaway. The grafted Monty frags. Okay, so I have pulled up my original ICP test results as well as the ones that I just got from this test. So this was the original one, and my tank was showing 80% good with missing a lot of the major elements, mostly major. I had some of minor and then some of the base elements. So this was the original intake. And with the new one, I'm happy to report that we have bumped that up. So we're at 100, still 93 and 90 here. So we bumped this guy up 13 on the major elements, which is good. And the thing is, I haven't done anything different. My tank is just more established. So we have our side-by-side results. This was year one and this is year two. So first off, why was my salinity so low in the first one? I don't know what the heck was going on there, but yeah, now we're good at 34. My alk was also super high too. That's when I was keeping it like in the high 9s. And now we are at 8.5, which is pretty freaking good, right around where we want it in that 8-ish range. Moving down to the major elements, this is where I really saw a bit of an increase in my rating. It went from 80 to 93. All of these are good. Well, this was last year. My magnesium... Oh, look, my magnesium is actually only 1380. Nice, so we brought that down a little bit. Awesome, that's like freaking perfect. It was 1325 year one. My sulfur is down right now, but only a little. Does that really matter? I don't think it's that big of a deal, I guess. It was 7, it was good before, and now it's not. I don't think that's too big of a deal. And my bromine is also down a little bit. It was very down in year one. So year one, red arrow, straight down. I'm pretty sure that means, like, fix it now. We were reading 25 milligrams. I guess that's milligrams. 25, and now we're at 4. Oh, so we've doubled it. That's pretty good. So we've doubled it. We're just a little bit shy now. I don't really think I need to do anything about that, considering I didn't do anything about it here, and it corrected itself. And then the other ones are good, and fluorine is a little low. Lithium is still a bit low, hovering around the same. We were at 62 to 66. Silicon's good. Iodine was low year one, and it is still low year two. It is up a little bit, but it's still a red arrow. I think it's time that I do need to pick up something to get that a little bit of iodine in there and see if that takes care of those issues that I'm having right now. So it's gone up a little bit, but it's still a third of what the ideal level is, so not great. Everything else here is doing good. My whatever the heck mobiling was low year one, and we were up to 19. You see, I don't know it's kind of crazy how these are correcting themselves by not really doing anything. Like, I have not gotten any trace element dosing or anything like that. The only thing I dose is alk and calcium. So am I right in saying that just by the tank naturally maturing, that's what's getting the levels to stable out and stuff to come in, or what is it that has changed these levels when I haven't dosed any of the stuff that was missing? Still low on the manganese, not reading at all. That could be what I've heard for the ganies. Maybe not. Everything else still good on the same. I'm reading some copper. I don't know why I'm reading copper. I gotta keep an eye on that. It's still okay, but not great. For nutrients, my nitrates have dropped tremendously. Look, it went from 46 to 16. That is more than 50% cut in a year. My nitrates have brought down, and that could be what with the nutrients, with the less cyano, like an overall just like freaking good time. That could also be because a lot of sand has been taken out. Every time that I would water change and I had all that cyano, I would have to suck out just that top layer of sand to get all that cyano out. So little by little doing that, hope maybe that took out some of the extra nutrients that was getting built up in that sand bed. This is exciting. Phosphorus 156 to 107, so it's definitely dropped. It's still high, but it's dropped. I don't know what that's responsible for, or what you should do to get that down, if anything. And then phosphates. So 0.48 was my phosphate before. I know a lot of you guys didn't believe when I was saying my high numbers, but 0.48 is how high my phosphate was. And we are now at 0.33. So we are still high, but we have also dropped that 0.15. That's freaking good. Like, that's awesome. I'm super excited with that. And again, so look how high too. We're at 0.3, and we're good, you know? We're thriving, sort of. That is the end of my results on the ATI ICP test. 1 year later, my tank looks completely different a year later, number one. A lot of my levels have gotten way better just by the tank just doing its thing. Like, I have not yet dosed any of those trace elements. I know I was looking back at that video, and a lot of you guys recommended some things like the Tropic Marine all-in-one. I was seeing some stuff on Red Sea, like Pro Color Kit or something like that. I don't remember exactly the name, but it's been a year, so if there's anything new that's on the market that you guys are really having good results with, drop a comment down below and let me know. I'm going to, I think in the meantime, probably just pick up like a solo iodine supplement, not like an overall trace elements thing, just because I feel like that is what is really low, that I need to just kind of put a couple drops in there and boost that up and see if that kind of just really gets all of our stuff together, you know? I do need a little bit of a minor elements thing. Maybe it's something that I do just on just like when I water change rather than like a daily dose. I don't know if that's something you can do. I've never looked into dosing elements. I do have an extra opening on the pump. I just don't really want to kind of set all that up. So maybe it's something that, boom, water change happens, boom, put 10 milligrams of this friggin' trace elements in there, and then our levels will kind of just even out over time. I do recommend getting one of these ATI ICP tests for your tanks if something's going wrong, if you're just starting out. It's a great benchmark to have. Like, look, I did it a year ago, and it's cool to see how your tank has developed in the year or in the 6 months. I know they recommend them a little bit more frequently. Oh, at the end of it too, it also tells you what you should dose and like the milligrams and how many days and all that. So it's a really good resource to try to get your stuff kind of back in check. I will put a link down below for the one that I picked up on Amazon. Looking forward to your recommendations on the trace element supplements that are doing good nowadays. If you guys are new here, hit that subscribe button, turn the notifications on. We got new fish videos every single week, and Skelly Fest is next weekend. I will see you guys there. A link will be in the description below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.
If you tell me I'll make it better, just tell me.